What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex, and I'm back with another Hunter x Hunter 1999 original version reaction and review video of this coming episode. This is episode 42. The reaction video will be pinned in the comments below, so be sure to click that link, watch my reaction video, and then come back to this same video and watch my review to come next. Let's get it. So today, guys, after you watch my reaction episode 42, you are here for the rest of this video to talk about episode 42 in my review, my thoughts. Let's get it. Today's episode was a great episode 42. Why? Because there was a good bit of dialogue coming from Hisoka and thoughts and reactions, responses from Kahlua, from the master, from Zushi, from the crowd, and on top of from Gon himself. Just simply because, we gain some information per the 1999 version, per the master, his explanation of Nen, per each of the specific characters, and their like the link of their character themselves. And even Hisoka talking to Gon, talking about, specifically the enhancer ability from the Nen side of things is that, the enhancer is based off of a person being a simpleton, compared to Hisoka, him being a transmuter and being a manipulator, whimsical liar, basically. And he does this in this episode. He does say a little bit of a fib, a little bit of a liar. Pervy Soka, whichever you want to call him, Stalker Soka. I'm calling him Stalker Soka and Pervy Soka, more so Pervy Soka. We see him do so here in this episode, but we see that Hisoka's giving Gon some explanation, tell him about the specific things on how he's able to do what he's doing. He uses his bungee gum here to literally just like toss Gon around to and fro and be able to hit him. Got some clear-cut hits in on Gon, gained a good chunk of points. It was basically just like almost a blowout when it's pertaining to this fight between him and Gon here. Gon got some good hits in, but Hisoka was loving, he was relishing in the moments of Gon attacking him. He was just loving it. It was just like weird and disgusting. But in this fight, we got a chance to see Hisoka just use his top speed. And as I'm watching, I'm just taking in everything that Hisoka's talking to Gon, taking in what the master's telling, the explanation, per the original version. I'm watching Kahlua, have his own facial expressions, his own thoughts, and thinking, everybody, pretty much were thinking, how is Gon gonna be able to get out of this? Like I said, he figures some stuff out. He's getting used to the fight, but he's just way behind on his points. So it's just like, it was basically kind of like too late for Gon to be able to do what he needed to do. But at the same time, this is still a learning experience for Gon. He gets a chance to see, a top fighter do his thing here against him, and he's able to, like I said, he's able to learn a little bit. He gains some experience here. He does figure out, he's he basically, like, his body is getting a little bit used to, like he said, his mind is able to do different things. They even talk about, Hisoka talks about using Gyo, and he just basically saying, like, it's kind of too late. Whether you use it or not, I'm still going to be able to use my bungee gum. It's just that I just decided to do it here specifically. Even asked him, like, when did I use it, this, that, and the third. Was it at this point, that point, this point, whichever one? But he told him a lie. It's just this extra point here. This is when I decided to just randomly just do it. So it was just really fun to see all this transpire and just take this episode in. And we'll be talking about a little bit more of this scene here in a video to come, or a couple of videos to come later down the road. But with that, after the fight, after Hisoka wins, we see him and his healer have a specific conversation after he takes a shower, and she brings up the Phantom trope, the boss and this, that, and the third. He has the spider mark on his back, the number, but ultimately, even here, I find it interesting that they do this specific thing where he takes the mark off of his back because it's not real. Interesting stuff that they showed that here, and they mentioned the Phantom trope for the first time in the entire anime so far. I'm just like, wow, like they really threw that in there immediately when they bring up the Phantom trope, when they bring up the spider mark on his back, and when he ultimately takes it off his back. Interesting stuff, guys. Really, really interesting. I don't know, I can't remember off the top of my head about 2011 version, but it's just interesting that they did it here specifically in this episode 42. But I enjoyed this episode a lot, guys. I'm looking forward to rewatching this again. Like I said, prepare for a video or two to come later on down the road. Just interesting stuff to see. But what did you all think of episode 42 for today? Leave some comments in the comment section below. Let's talk about some things. Let me know your initial thoughts, reactions, responses, stuff like that. Let's chat in the comments below if you feel up to it, and I will hopefully talk to y'all next time with more Hunter x Hunter 1999 original version reaction and review videos to come. Peace, guys.